Alrighty, let's talk about a little bit of Evil Dead stuff. First off, quick mini rant, shorter version of my rant from before. Number one, stop harassing Bruce Campbell. He has retired the role of Ash, and for good reason. If you want to know the reason why, again, all you have to do is be the fan that you claim you are and read his fucking books. Especially this one, to know why he is done playing Ash Williams in live action. Stop asking him to do the role. He's done. He's only gonna do the role via voice, like in video games. Which brings me to the other thing you need to stop harassing him about. Stop harassing Bruce Campbell about the idea of having Season 4 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. If you would have paid for stars to the people in North America. People outside of North America, I understand it was hard to access stars. But in America, it was not hard to get stars. The app was only $5 fucking. All you had to do was pay $5 for the app each time a season was on. When the season ended, cancel your subscription, then resub when the new season came out. Easy peasy, just like that. You guys didn't want to put your money where your mouth is, and this is where we are. The show got canceled, and Bruce Campbell decided to retire Ash. So, that's on you. Not on Stars, not on Lionsgate, not on Sam Raimi, not on Bruce, not on Rob Tappert, but on you guys. Stop asking him for Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 4. Because you're getting Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 4 in the form of something that nobody seems to care about or pay attention to when news is out about it, which is the Evil Dead video game that Bruce Campbell has mentioned numerous times, as far back as last year. Even before last year, I think he talked about it. As far as we know, it's going to be in first person probably, because before he said it would be immersive and did like this, and people thought it was VR. And then later on, he came out with new information saying that it's not in VR. So to me, him doing this and talking about it being immersive and it not being in VR means it's going to be in first person, probably similar to Resident Evil 7, which coincidentally, Resident Evil 7 is heavily inspired by Evil Dead. The people who made the game, Capcom, have gone on record saying so. We don't know who's making the game, though. But as far as I know, we'll get answers soon, probably from Lionsgate. Since the game has been confirmed by Bruce himself to essentially be Season 4 of Ash vs. Evil Dead, and Ash vs. Evil Dead is owned by Stars, and Stars is owned by Lionsgate, and Lionsgate has put Ash vs. Evil Dead related content in video games twice within the past 2 years. One being Deploy and Destroy, which was a great game, which again, nobody fucking bothered with, so that got thrown out the window after only about a few months. It was a fucking great game too. And then they put Ash in Dead by Daylight. Yay. People were confused thinking that was the Evil Dead game that Bruce Campbell was talking about, but in fact, it's not. There is a full-fledged Evil Dead video game coming out that I am 99.9% certain it's going to be in first person, console-based, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be, PC-based, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be on consoles. PC-based probably just means they're working on it on a PC, and then once they're done, it's going to be available on multiple platforms. Like most video games are made. You see people behind the scenes working on it on a computer before putting it on a console. So, as far as I know, like Bruce said, he's confirmed to do voice work. I believe I heard it through the grapevine that Ray and Dana are also doing voice work for their characters as well as other people from the show. So, there's that. That also reminds me, people need to stop calling other things Evil Dead 4, asking for Evil Dead 4. Ash vs. Evil Dead was your Evil Dead 4. Bruce has said that himself. Deal with it. Evil Dead video game is going to be Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 4. Deal with that. Evil Dead Rise. Not going to have Ash. Suck it up. Tough titty. The milk tastes shitty. Bruce Campbell's done playing Ash. Accept it. You can have Evil Dead without Ash. He said it multiple times. Accept it. Deal with it. Stop bitching about it. Evil Dead is not Ash, just like Bruce Campbell is not just Ash. Bruce Campbell There's a whole world of Bruce Campbell that exists outside of Ash and Evil Dead. Just like there's a whole world of Evil Dead that exists outside of Ash. A perfect example, actually, is this right here. This comic book series by Space Goat called Evil Dead Tales of the Ex Mortis is a collection of anthology Evil Dead stories similar to what you would see in like a Tales from the Crypt comic book or like Creep Show, where it's a bunch of different people across time and space dealing with the Necronomicon and Deadites and Kandarian demons and possession and whatnot. Very good read. Perfect example of how you can have Evil Dead without Ash. So you can snag a copy of that and read it, so you can get a taste of what to expect in the future of the Evil Dead franchise. I highly recommend it. Multiple people have reported that Evil Dead Rise is going to take place in a high-rise. As far as we all know, that's just a rumor. We have no concrete information of it being in a high-rise or not, but what we do know for a fact is that it is in an urban setting. And urban setting can mean anything aside from just a high-rise. Urban setting could mean it takes place in a city, like Detroit, Michigan. Or it could take place in a smaller town, like Dearborn, Michigan, or Elk Grove, Michigan, or something like that. It could be in an office building. It could be in an apartment building. It could be in a townhouse. It could be in a loft. It could be in a regular house. It could be in a mansion, like Resident Evil. It could take place in a supermarket, a convenience store. It could take place in a college campus, a dorm room, university, anything. Urban has so many, I don't know what's the correct word, connotations to go with it. There's so many things that go with the word urban, aside from just a high rise. So we don't know for exact where it could take place in an urban setting. We just know it takes place in an urban setting, and that opens up the door to a lot of possibilities. And they could have it be small scale, like having it in an apartment complex or in a college dorm room or in a supermarket like Stephen King's The Mist, something like that. Excuse me. And by the end of the story, it could bleed out, no pun intended, lack for a better phrase, into a larger setting. Since the title is Evil Dead Rise, and I assume it means that the Evil Dead are going to rise, and it's going to be on a larger scale than what we've seen before. Probably something similar to the ending of Ash vs. Evil Dead, where it was the Deadite Apocalypse, which personally, that's what I would love to see in Evil Dead movies. Let's break away from continuously having a small scale setting, and let's have it be batshit crazy for everyone, everywhere. You could have a story start off small, for a low budget, and then, for future sequels, bleed out into bigger, more expanded world and whatnot. Similar to like the Resident Evil movies, actually, how the first movie was, in that building facility, and then each movie it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Apocalypse was like the whole city, and then Extinction was like, Las Vegas, the whole place, and just got bigger and crazier. I would love to see Evil Dead movies do something similar. You start off small, and then as the movies go on, it gets worse and worse and worse for everyone around the world. Sort of like Mad Max as well. How it was a small scale in the first movie, and then as the movies got on, it was like the apocalypse got worse and worse and worse. I would love to see that in Evil Dead, I think that'd be really cool. Also, I think it would open the door up for like more people to learn about Evil Dead and become fans, and also learn the distinct differentiation between zombies and Deadites, because they are two very distinct different things. But yeah, that's all I pretty much gotta say. Leave Bruce Campbell the fuck alone about coming back as Ash. Evil Dead 4 is Ash vs. Evil Dead. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 4 is the new video game coming out. We don't know exactly the setting of Evil Dead Rise, but we know We have an idea, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be dope. Also, finally check out The Hole in the Ground by Lee Cronin. If you want an idea of what this new Evil Dead movie is going to be like, check out The Hole in the Ground. Fucking amazing movie. Feels a lot like an Evil Dead film. Just watch the damn thing and enjoy it. And have faith in Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, and Rob Tapper. They know what the fuck they're doing. Evil Dead has been their baby since 1970 something when they were making the first film. So you screwheads need to fucking chill.